on Salvage Hunters. At a Lincolnshire brewery,
Oh, wow.
Drew hits the jackpot.
Oh, hello.
Ah.
But will he take home the prize?
They're really, really beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you £1,000 for the lot.
He visits a 16th century Elizabethan mansion.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah, beautiful.
And goes for a spin in a 20th century car.
You do feel a bit gangster in it.
That's what I'm saying.
You do feel a bit gangster in it.
And amongst a pile of bric-a-brac, a lucky find turns to frustration.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Shame, yeah.
Oh, frost damage.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Hello. So this is not open to the public, this, then?
No.
Some fabulous pieces in here.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm having a bit of a dance with her now. That's an antique.
In his hunt for treasure,
Here is our junk room.
Well, that's quite nice junk.
everything has its price.
£100. You're joking.
No. 1,500? We'll have a deal. OK.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
I quite like that.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
With help from his wife Rebecca and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. At Drew Pritchard's architectural salvage showroom in North Wales, it's another busy day, and the team, as ever, are trying to balance the supply and demand of the business.
Cool.
Today, Drew's had a hot tip about a family business that's been hoarding industrial bits and pieces for decades. So it's a 4-hour trip across the country to Lincolnshire. Their destination is Wainfleet, near Skegness. Up until the mid-1800s, Skegness had been little more than a small fishing village. But once the railways were built, it flourished and became one of the country's most popular seaside resorts.
Right then, T, you are going to enjoy today.
Am I?
Yes, because we're going to go and see a brewery, Bateman's Brewery.
Brewery?
We're going to a brewery.
And you think I'm coming back?
Yeah. It's handmade, speciality beers. It's a classic old English brewery, still in the same family, still on the same location. That's got to be worth seeing, isn't it? So we're going to go and meet Stuart Bateman and his wife Rachel today.
OK.
Hi, I'm Stuart Bateman.
I'm Rachel Bateman.
We're part of the 4th generation of the Bateman brewing family with my sister Jackie. We were established in 1874, and we're one of the few remaining family brewers who own community pubs and brew proper cask condition real ale.
Right, this looks like the place. There's a windmill with a big flag on the top of it. It's very quaint. Pretty as well.
Good morning. How are you?
Stuart,
Drew?
how you doing?
Yes, I'm Stuart.
Nice to meet you.
This is Rachel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm T.
Hello,
How you
T.
doing?
Stuart.
Hello, Rachel.
My wife
to meet
Rachel.
you.
Wow, what a beautiful place. It's not
Quite
what we
picturesque,
expected
isn't
at all.
Yeah, yeah. Did I lead
Can
on?
we?
Right?
Cheers.
Thank you.
Their first stop is the Brewery Museum.
Oh, wow, so what's this place then?
Well, this is actually the old bakery, but it's not been used as a bakery since about 1900.
Tell us about these bottles, because you seem to have hundreds, if not thousands of them.
Thousands, actually, Drew. There's 4,500 bottles.
Wow.
My father started the collection in 1953,
Yeah.
and it's kept on since then. So it's actually a world record, the number of full bottles that we've got.
Really?
They're all full. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, all full.
See. So do people bring these to you?
People are always bringing me bottles, which is fantastic, but you can say, I just don't know where to put them anymore. So we drink some of them, I must admit.
But there's no time for tasting the product. Drew's keen to explore the hidden corners of the brewery.
Into the depth of the cellars.
It's a bit smelly.
OK, so what's this place then?
This is basically where kind of my mother and father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather just used to kind of hoard junk. These barrels are actually full still of the beer's been in there for 2 years, so that's not for sale.
Oh, I see. How long do they have to stay in there for?
Well, it's part of our vintage ale, so it'll be there for 35 years, hopefully.
Really?
And then we'll crack it open.
I never thought beer lasted that long.
It depends how strong it is, but the stronger beers do, yeah.
God, look at this thing. Whose was this?
Well, I've got photographs of my grandfather pushing his wife through Wainfleet in...
There's an awful lot of them around.
Really?
And they did survive because they were bought by people who were pretty wealthy.
Any idea then when that would have been?
1880s onwards, somewhere around there, I'd say. But it's just, I think Queen Victoria had one.
I think she had that particular one.
Yeah.
Which
Now
makes
that
it
would
so
make
valuable.
it worth a few. Have you got that on paper?
No, but I can...
there you go now.
Paper will say that.
Like QV was here.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. You got a whole brewery.
Some Guinness stuff.
Guinness are always really, really popular, but that's a bit too new, that one.
He really likes it, you can tell.
I do. No, this is.
This is Drew heaven, this.
This is, yeah.
It's not quite dirty enough for Drew.
I just, it's always really, really exciting.
Do people do railway memorabilia?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they do. That's well done, T.
I don't normally find
Well done, T.
Enamel British rail signs like these are a common sight in antique shops across Britain. Produced in the thousands in the 1930s and 40s, many have made their way into personal collections and museums. It could be worth up to £150.
That might be of interest. What would you want for that? It's obviously come out of one of the pubs.
I'm not sure I'd be prepared to sell this one, actually, because it's been in the family for so long.
Right.
But, I mean, I suppose we'd listen to offers on it.
Okay, it's not going to be a very expensive one. It's a £50 sign at best.
Is it £50?
That's it, yeah. It wouldn't be any more than that.
disappointed.
Because it's only a little one.
Yeah, so they
It's only a
say.
little one, yeah. Big's better and the condition's not great. That's good, though. Having that on it, that's good, but the rest is...
It is, because what we were
Take
actually
that
going to
away,
do
it
with
is,
this,
it is.
we've got a pub called The Railway,
Oh, okay.
and we were going to put it in there, but I'd take £75 for it.
Oh, I bet you would. No, it's going to be 50 quid. I think we'll maybe end up in your
Meant
pub.
as much.
Do you think it would? You wouldn't even go to
I think so.
£60?
No. That's my price. That really is the price on that one. It wouldn't be any more.
I think that's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
we'll have that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marvellous. It's cute. It's only single-sided and it's pretty beaten up. It had one thing going for it, which was, you know, the railway, British Railways logo across the top there. That is the value. There is no other value.
There's plenty of pub memorabilia to search through, but will any of it tempt the salvage maestro?
Quite old enough.
John Hand.
Yeah, not antique yet. Just seen something over here as well I quite like the look of. How many of these have you got?
It's about 20.
Beer crates.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they're
just
old
beer
ones.
crates. No?
They're old ones. They've got the name of the brewery on, or the pubs and the Star Brewery, Cambridge.
Very trendy
So
at the
those would
moment,
have been for the old fashioned
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they?
London
Yeah.
pint.
Yeah, but there's something that comes up all the time,
Yeah.
but they'll always sell,
Yeah.
you know.
These wooden beer crates were built in the late 1800s. Made out of pine, they were manufactured locally for the brewery. Waxed and polished, they could bring in £50 each.
A very large part of my customer base is retailers, particularly shops and restaurants. They're always looking for good pieces that you can use in set dressing. One of those are old beer boxes, crates.
So what would you want per one of those?
Drew and T are at the family-run Bateman's Brewery in Wainfleet, Lincolnshire.
It's wonderful.
Drew's made one small purchase.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll have that.
Now he has his eye on these beer crates. But will Stuart be prepared to sell off part of the brewery heritage?
So what do you reckon a piece then? And I'll take all of them.
Joking aside, I'd be reluctant to get rid of all of them.
Okay.
I'd like to keep 2 or 3.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I mean, if you want to make an offer on, say, a dozen of them, what do you think?
Well, would a tenner each buy them?
You're a hard man, aren't you? 15 each would buy them, yeah.
15 each should buy them, and if I can pick through them and take the good ones, and I'll take as many as I can. I'll find some good ones for you as well.
Okay, so long as I can be left with 2 or 3 good ones.
With the names of this
Please, yes.
one. Yeah, okay. Then we'll have a
Because-
deal on that then.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll take those. Cool, right, those are good. I like those.
That was a good deal.
But Drew isn't finished yet. He's just warming up.
Just seen something else I like the look of, actually.
Plastic buckets are very attractive. Yeah.
Those.
God, you are clever.
We had hidden those away, hoping you wouldn't find those.
One thing I found by chance, there was an old bucket, and inside it was a load of little letters that would have been on the front of a pub, I'm assuming. These for sale?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
If you lay the letters out, it actually reads, I'm very expensive.
Oh, really? I'll put
Yeah.
that back then.
No, not very expensive, just expensive.
OK.
These phosphor bronze letters were made in the 1960s to decorate pub exteriors. Stripped and polished, they could be valued at £50 each.
These are something we buy thousands of a year whenever we can get them, from old sign writers and demolition yards. I know what I can get again for them, so I know what I can spend.
Have you got any more?
16. 16, £50 for that pile of letters.
Any idea how old they are?
These are probably from the 70s.
We're not going to use them, are
No.
we? No, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll have a
happy
deal
with
with
that?
then. Yeah, that's fine.
So, thank you. Deal, we'll have those. Don't know what it says.
Horse and hound, probably.
Yeah, probably. Is there anywhere else we can see?
Yeah, there's a loft we should go and have a look at.
Yeah,
There's some old
okay.
furniture.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Stuart takes them across the way to another storage area above the offices.
After you.
God almighty, when's the last time you come up here?
Half an hour before you came.
It doesn't take long before they make a pleasant discovery.
Rare old Scotch whiskey.
This is the last one that's been
70% proof. That's a nice find,
left. It is, isn't it?
isn't it? Drown your sorrows in batements. that's a lovely, that's a great piece. I tell you what, I've seen something down there I like the look of.
Careful.
Drew's just broken the expensive stuff.
Oh, hello. Lots of them.
All right.
Those.
There's something down on the left here. if you consider
Yeah, oh
those
yeah,
big.
there's some more there.
Go to raspberry.
Yeah, so it's got a top on that one as well, Stuart.
We
Top on
found
this one as well,
gold.
right?
We found gold.
We have this sort of ovaloid-shaped ones with the swan decoration in the front. I've not seen those before. They just had a huge attraction to me.
These decorative ceramic bar kegs date from the late 19th century and come with their original spigots. They would have been mounted on the back bar of a pub to dispense drinks. They could fetch up to £300 each.
Is this something you'd consider selling?
When my mother did at the sample room, she did use all of these as decoration.
This is being really honest with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Those I've not seen before.
Right.
I've had lots of these. These are common. Any antique fair you go to, you're going to find those.
Yeah.
Those aren't. They're more valuable.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Drew, I think however much you offered, I would feel so guilty
I think
if
I
I
can see
actually
him
got
filling
rid of
up.
everything else we've looked at. It doesn't
Yeah.
have sentimental value.
Okay.
There is sentimental value here, and I know my mother would be absolutely bloody livid with me, which she was most of the time anyway.
This happens a lot. I found something I absolutely love. I can make a profit on it. They're rare, they're interesting. You don't see a lot of them around. They're fresh to the market. And you bring them out and there's an emotional attachment. If I was being hard-nosed, I'd push and say, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you £1,000 for the lot. But I won't do that. I did something I rarely do. He had emotional attachment and I carried on pushing because I just thought, do you know, I really like them.
What could you absolutely go to?
£1,000. £1,000 for the lot.
I would just... It's part of Bateman's brewery heritage. It's something that my mother was fond of, and it would be wrong of me. They don't really belong to me, they belong to my mother. God bless her, so I think it's the wrong thing to do to actually sell them.
All right, OK, fine. Begrudgingly, I'll walk away. They're yours and I don't blame you.
OK, thank you.
All right, no problems. When it comes down to it, I have to respect his wishes. So it's a few quid for me, but it's a whole family thing for him. I think there's such a huge heritage here at the brewery that maybe it's the right thing for them to stay here. I mean, I'm just going to sell them. You know, it's merciless, my business. I'm just going to sell them. But maybe they could be here for another 100 years.
The deal making over, Drew and T can finally move on to the brewery's main attraction.
Okay, this one here, Drew, this is actually a 39-year-old bottled beer. It was from our last bottling of barley wine, BBB. It was, the last 10 cases were put aside for my 21st birthday and then forgotten about. I didn't know anything about them. And the fermentation foreman came to see me and he said he's still got these bottles. This was 2 years ago. And we just thought they'd be out of date and cloudy. And we tasted it. And we've now replicated it with this vintage ale. But it is the most, we've only got a few of these left, so it's a special experience. It is the most delicious beer I have ever, that is 39 years old, and you can see it's absolutely clear as a belt.
Oh God, it smells like beer, doesn't it?
There's nothing quite like an antique you can actually drink.
Cheers, there you
Cheers,
go.
all the
Happy
best.
birthday.
Can I have a smell?
Is that the vintage?
That is very good.
It's great.
That is really good, actually.
Enjoying yourself?
Put the two
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Well, you know, it's only polite, isn't it, really?
Better than looking at smelly old antiques.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
all right.
it comes a very close second.
Okay.
I just have to look to my left in the van and I see a smelly old antique.
I'm not a massive beer drinker, but their stuff, it is really, really good. And I could have some, T couldn't, so I'll buy him some that he can have when he gets home. Stuart, thank you so much. And thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, no, brilliant.
Enjoyed it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, it's to you.
All the best.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, T.
All right, time, gentlemen, please. If you have any glasses.
Financially today, we're going to probably break even. That's okay. Come to a fantastic British brewery, you know, independently owned by the family. That's a rare thing in itself.
We've had a great day. It's been really interesting.
Yeah.
Drew and T have been entertaining, fantastic company. He went for things that I didn't think he would go for, and there were other things that I thought he would jump at that he wasn't interested in.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a few more things
Yeah.
that he would have.
But he
found
knows his game a lot more
Yeah.
than we do.
Right, great, thank you guys. Lovely to meet you all. Thank you so much. Bye guys.
See you.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye. Well, there you go. What do you think of that?
That was great.
So, in the olden days, people were paid with beer.
Really?
It's good, that, isn't it? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, it was good, yeah.
Good idea?
I'm a bit worried about this, the way this
Well,
conversation
you know,
is going.
obviously, it's not been such a good day. So really, I can't really pay you for today because you haven't done anything. So if I buy you a drink, nice. Yum. Yeah. 4.
4, maybe?
4 beers. How's that? I don't want to dress it up for you.
No.
You know, take it or leave it.
The following day, Drew is staying in Lincolnshire and driving 50 miles to their next location at Doddington. It's near the county town of Lincoln, whose Gothic cathedral dominates the landscape for miles around.
Today, T, we are off to see James Birch. He's at Doddington Hall, and this is none other than a Elizabethan house of some size, actually, and in remarkably good condition.
I'm James Birch, and I live here at Doddington Hall in Lincolnshire with my wife Claire and my 3 kids.
The best thing, to be perfectly honest, about this house is, from the late 1500s into the 1600s, it's been owned by a continuous stream of people, and they've done one thing: they haven't sold anything.
Really?
They've never had a sale.
Wow.
So who knows what's in there? Very nice. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Oh yeah, come on then.
Someplace.
Doddington Hall was built in 1595 by Robert Smithson, one of the country's foremost Elizabethan architects. Its original owner, Thomas Taylor, chose the location for its view of Lincoln Cathedral. The house has been in James's wife's family for over 400 years.
Hi, James.
Drew,
How you doing? Good to meet you.
welcome to Donington. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Tea.
How you doing?
I mean, well, you can't help but be impressed by this, can you?
Oh, well, thank you.
It's very, very nice.
Well,
it's beautifully kept
I'm used
as well.
to it, but it's still, no, it's home.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a nice place to wake up.
You ready to come inside and have a look?
Can't wait.
Good.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Eclectic, I think is the word.
Yeah, you can't make it up. You know what I mean? It just happens, doesn't it?
And this is a good example. The chairs are Cromwellian 1650, but the table we had made in 2001. But I think
Beautiful job.
The match is not too bad, huh?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Got some fabulous pieces in here. A wonderful staircase. This is great. So where do we go next then?
Well, I think we should go left into here, which is
Yes,
the parlour.
please.
As I say, most of the house is 1760s, but this is a little bit older, so this is probably mid-17th century.
This is, I don't think this room could be any more British if it tried. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yes.
that it just screams classic English country house, even though you've got an Italian Murano chandelier and sconces, but everything else about it. Oh,
Actually,
That's-
that mirror, everyone, all the antiques
that's
experts like.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. That's, yes, I can see why. See the border here?
Yeah.
This with all this in here. That's the unusual piece. And obviously mercury glass as well. And this is probably carved. And it's got the candle sconces. I won't try and buy it.
No.
No, there's no point, is there?
Everything's for sale.
Oh, well, you know, throw me a figure. You never know.
What would that be worth?
Well, actually, I think Christie's valued it at about £50,000, so
Very nice, yes.
good. That's rather sweet, isn't it? A little bachelor chest. I think it's got new legs on it, but
Look at the top on that. It's beautiful. Yes, everything. And you've got this wonderful Bletchen moulded fireplace as well. Nice. Yes, perfect.
Good.
Perfect.
Most of the rare antiques at James's home are not for sale, but he does have one room which might interest Drew.
So, Drew, here is our junk room.
This is your junk room.
And I'm afraid it really is.
Well, that's
Junk.
quite nice junk.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. That'll do me. It's got just a great collection of classic, really classic English country house bits lying around in it.
I tell you one thing I really want to get rid of is the boar's head, because
there.
I'm in trouble with the guides for putting it in the pram. They don't like it.
I quite like that.
We put it in there for the royal birth.
And he's not mounted either, is he?
No.
No. Not massively keen
No.
on the boar's head, to be honest with you.
But there is another creature that Drew's got his eye on.
So I do like this chap.
Well, he might be possibly. I should be honest and say he's had a bad repair to his nose.
To the nose.
You could improve on that.
Yeah.
Wood?
It's
No, it's
leather.
leather.
Yeah.
It's a leather footstool.
Yeah.
Just have it by the fire and put your
Yeah.
feet on it. This one, even though the nose is very badly damaged, the rest of it is better than any of the ones I've seen in the past.
I mean, it's a sloppy restoration. It just needs
Yeah.
somebody to sort it out.
Okay. Well, I like him.
This leather rhinoceros footstool was manufactured in the 1930s. With some restoration, it could be worth up to £1,500.
I like him. What would you like for him?
You know, I've just no idea at all.
Well, I would say if he'd have had this intact,
Yeah.
I'd have probably paid between £500 and £600 for him.
Right.
In the present condition, he's just a couple of £100 is about right for him. Does that float your boat at all?
Ace architectural salvager Drew Pritchard is at Doddington Hall in Lincolnshire.
So I do like this chap.
He's made a bid on a leather rhinoceros footstool, but will James part with it?
250.
250. Yeah, I'm not going to argue
Okay.
with that. Yeah, well,
All
I'll
right.
take him for that.
Good.
I like him.
Okay.
I like him a lot. just had to have it. I mean, it's so damn cute, you know? The leather is worn just nice, the colour's great. I've not seen one that detailed before. They're usually a bit lumpy. So that makes me believe that's an earlier one.
I was very surprised by the Rhino. I never liked it. My wife hated it. So it's gone to a good home, and I'm a tiny bit better off. So I'm thrilled about it. Right, we're going, T and Drew are going this way.
The next stop on the tour are the outbuildings.
Let's go down here first. I thought you might be vaguely interested in this. We think it's old.
It is? Okay. Oh, I see. It's a great big housekeeper's cupboard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just too big for us, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a big one, isn't it? Very tall. How much of the bits have we got?
Well, you'll have to just sort of...
Just see.
The two doors there,
Yeah.
which I think is what you're mainly missing. The two drawers, and I think you've got 5. I think you've got most of it, because you've got 5 or 6 shelves there.
Yeah. That's been altered over the time.
Yeah.
It's missing a lot, but the paint's nice. The paint's sort of nicely worn, isn't it?
Can you see this one on as well, or?
Yeah.
Again, the fact that you're thinking twice.
Well, it's got loads of wrong with it, but the paint's nice. It's got nice old crinkly paint on it, you know, flaky paint, which is always going to sell. But it just needs 300-400 quid spending on it, and things like all the hinges are wrong, and you know, it needs a lot. Can we carry on looking round?
Yeah,
and leave this as a maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are our mystery junk sheds. What about... Any interest in those?
Maybe, yes. They haunt me, those lamps. I think
Right.
I just... wherever I go. Okay, let's have a look at them. One thing I've been buying for as long as I can remember are enamel industrial lights. I seem wherever I turn, there is them. Well, they're big ones anyway, at least.
Yeah.
I've got hundreds of them.
Right.
These pendant industrial lights were manufactured in the thousands by the British company Thorlux in the 1940s and 50s. Restored and rewired to modern standards, they could sell for up to £300 each.
Well, go on then, what do you want for them? I'm haunted by these things.
I mean, I roughly know what people retail them for, so, I mean, I would be looking for a third of their retail value, probably.
Third their retail value I can't do.
Okay.
We retail them, but they're totally re-engineered, the ones we do. Yeah, because you're going to want like 65 quid each, aren't you?
A bit less than that.
A bit less than that. They're just too much. Because I pick these up all day long for 20 to 25 pounds in this condition.
Yeah. No,
So
I probably want something between the two.
Yeah,
I mean.
I think they're just, for me retailing them,
Yeah, I
just
understand.
not good enough.
Okay.
Not good enough. So they're worth a lot more to you.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Who were you saying picks these up all day long?
I buy them, T picks them up all day long.
There's nothing further to be found in the outbuilding. But James knows Drew has a passion for cars, so he's taking him to see his own particular pride and joy.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
So
Nice.
does this ring a bell?
Yes.
It's a 1966 Mark X.
Yeah. I like them. I
Yeah.
like this car. It's a great big thing, but it's
Yeah.
good looking, isn't it?
This rare British-made 1966 Jaguar Mark X was designed to compete with the Cadillac in the US market. Though it sold poorly at the time, its stylish design and powerful engine have since won it a loyal following among classic car enthusiasts. In today's market, it could be worth up to £20,000.
And I bought it from a friend who spent, I've seen the bills, nearly £80,000 restoring it.
Really?
A misadventure, because it's now worth a fraction of that.
Fabulous. The restoration was breathtaking. If it was 9-10 grand, I might have had a go at it, but, you know, high teens, not for me. I think I'll stick to my old German cars.
Oh, thank you, Jeeves.
There you go. Are you in now?
I am.
Fab. Should we go for a spin?
Okay.
How many gangsters would have had one of these then?
You do feel a bit gangster in it.
That's what I'm saying.
You do feel a bit gangster in it. Highlight of the day for me was going for a ride out in the old Jag. It was a car that had an obscene amount of money spent on it for what it's really valued at now. That's a great noise. But a fantastic piece of kit and a beautiful car in a great colour. So, if nothing else, that was fun. Financially today, it's not been worthwhile. I bought one thing, but again, it's a contact and a foot in the door. You just never know. If something else comes up, it could be 5 years, 10 years, or 6 months. You just don't know. It's privileged access, it's what we want, and I managed to buy something. We've covered our costs. Brilliant, there you go. Well, that was by far the most unusual thing we bought today. It's,
Well, I'm sorry about the ones that got away, but it's been great having you here. Really enjoyed it, showing you around, and thank you. Bye-bye. I learnt a lot from both of you, and come back another time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always give me another chance.
Wonderful place. Thanks, James.
Safe trip.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
So, you can tell people today, I went out and bought a leather rhino.
Yes. I've done some unusual things working for you, but I've never bought a leather rhino before.
The thing is, I have bought a number of leather rhinos.
Have you?
Yeah, I have, yes. Yeah, they were very, very popular, and they still are today. In fact, I bought one of them twice.
I obviously need to get out more if I'm not buying enough leather rhino.
But by far and away, that was the best one I've ever bought, apart from the damage,
The nose.
which is an issue.
The rhino needs rhinoplasty.
After a 3-hour drive, they're back at base.
Back! Hi.
Sure.
We've been to the pub. What do you think?
Oh, they're fab.
Yeah. But usually they come in loads, don't they?
Yeah.
Hundreds. 5.
Oh, there's another one.
That's
better than
okay.
none.
Oh, yeah, there's another one. We went to a fantastic brewery, Bateson's Brewery. Met the owners, who are still the Batesons. They've had it since 1874. Got these as well.
Bronze letters.
Well, I thought they were alloy because they're very light. And then I scraped one, and they're bronze.
Fantastic.
So, strip and polish. Ah! New member of the family. Meet Jeff.
Jeff's got a poorly nose.
Jeff's just been punched in the face. Footstool, but the best one I've seen by a country mile. Look at his face.
It's the detailing.
The detail
that's
is
different
better.
on this one.
But he's great, isn't he?
It's lovely, actually.
Alex, the French polisher, gets to work on Jeff.
Well, the poor rhino needs a new horn, so we're going to cut off this old packing in here. We're going to shape a piece of pine to the shape of the horn. The start of our horn. So now we'll shape this with the sander. Okay, so now we'll cut it at an angle on the bandsaw.
It's a fine art cutting it to size.
So now I need to hollow out the inside. We can see if this fits. Perfect. Fits nicely. Just the right scale, so what we'll do now, we'll glue it in and pop a bit of colour on it till it matches.
Drew's off for another visit. Not quite as impressive as Doddington Hall, but it is closer to home. They're off to Cradley Heath near Birmingham, heading southeast to the middle of the country. At the height of the Industrial Revolution, this town in the heart of the Black Country was a leader in the manufacture of iron and steel.
The Victorian era here was an extremely wealthy area. So every now and again, you're able to hit on a little bit of that wealth. where somebody bought something that was very, very good. Even if it's just a fitting, you know, a light fitting or a switch or a handle or something, that's the things we tend to find in the Midlands. But we're off to a guy called Brian in Brydale Antiques, and he's got a architectural salvage, antiques, junk, salvage, you name it. He's got that type of little shop in the centre of the town there.
My name's Brian Smith. I'm an antique dealer. I specialise in fireplaces and stained glass, and as you can see, all the bits of stuff all around me. If I like it, I buy it.
There you go, Brydale Antiques. You can pull up right outside. Looks promising.
It does.
Hello.
Hello, I'm
Brian. Good to meet you. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, Drew.
Right, Brian. Have a tea.
How you doing?
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Cool. Thanks for having us in here.
No problem.
Proper old trad shop. Haven't been to
Welcome.
one of these in a while. Have you got anything you think might be me in? I mean, I'll look at everything.
Yeah.
But there might be something that that could be my type of
Oh,
thing.
I hope
to be
so.
honest.
We've got a bit here and a bit there.
The more covered in dirt and dust
All
it
coming in
is.
dust out.
Yeah, and heavier for him to lift, the better.
That's what's his favourite.
Very quickly, Drew spots something.
These old ones. They're not old ones, are they?
No, I don't think they're
Difficult to tell. They're quite
Made
good.
to look like they used to be
Yeah,
on gas,
Yeah.
have they?
yeah. There's like false gas taps on them and everything. Shame, they look quite decorative, those.
probably
aren't
about 20, 30 years or
they?
something.
Yeah, that's a shame. They're quite nice, those. OK, so how far back does this go?
Oh, about 4 to 5 rooms and the workshop
Really?
at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you show us through? I'd love to
You
see
can.
it.
Follow me.
Ah, fittings. Shout out if you see anything, T.
In spite of all the stock piled up at Brian's, Drew is hard-pressed to find something he likes. It's a wasted trip if nothing is found, and financially a big loss.
Ah, cool. Workshop. Hard to see in it. Everything's the same colour. Sawdust colour.
Sawdust colour.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a look upstairs. You got some furniture up there, have you? Yeah. Yeah, stick your boot on the bottom of that.
He's bought worse.
Upstairs, Drew continues his search.
Found anything interesting, Drew?
Lots of interesting, nothing for me though. Marvellous, cheers. Yeah, nothing up there. I think I'll have a look outside. Am I covered in dirt?
Absolutely. But it's free.
Yes.
Determined not to give up, it's on with the hunt.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Shame, yeah.
Frost damage. I think they're Scottish, those, aren't they? Looking at them. It happened, you know, that's garden antiques. They're outside for 150 years. You know,
Yeah,
it's
they're
bound to be a bit of damage. Unusual tiles on that, isn't there? So, did you get these? Get
They're
this
the same
pair of
garden.
urns, same garden as the red ones?
Yeah.
Because they're the same design, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just a smaller version. They're completely original. They've got chips and bangs. It doesn't really matter on garden stuff too much. But what these have got, fantastic size. You can put them in your house. You know, you could use these as decoration. You don't have to plant things in them. Little shame about there's a bit of damage on them, but they're not.
Age.
Yeah, patina of
Patina
age.
of
Yeah.
These Scottish terracotta urns were made in the late 19th century. Used as planters, they are distinguished by their bulbous design and stiff-leaf decorated borders. They could fetch up to £2,000 for the pair.
How much are they?
I got 180 each of them.
180 each, 360. I think with the the amount of damage on them. 360, 360. I'm gonna get... Could you do 300 quid?
Drew and T are on the outskirts of Birmingham, in Cradley Heath, at Briardale Antiques. There's not been much to entice Drew so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a look upstairs. You've got some furniture up there, have you? Lots of interesting, nothing for me, though.
But at last, amidst the junk, he's found a pair of Victorian terracotta urns.
Could you do 300 quid?
Sold and away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, they're great. They're really cute, aren't they? All of a sudden, pulled it out the bag. Get them for £300 for the pair. A great price. We've now made money. Anything we find on from here is a bonus. Fab, very pleased. There you go, it's worth coming.
There you go.
You know, that's the job, isn't it?
Yep.
Super. And we're at the front again.
Yep.
Is there more to see?
Yep, there's more upstairs.
Oh, yes, please.
Stained glass and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Stained glass department. So what's this, your office?
That's my office.
So this, then, is where you keep the good stuff?
Nah, this is
No? I like that. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Have you got the drawer that's missing?
Yep.
You have?
Yeah, I have.
Is it for sale?
Everything's for sale.
Brilliant. I've got this fantastic painted bank of drawers. They're a great colour and the condition's really good. That's nice original old paint on it, isn't it? I like it. Tell you what is unusual. It's graduated from the bottom.
The drawers at the bottom.
Where usually it's the bigger drawers at the bottom going up.
Yeah.
I've replaced a couple of bits on it. Oh. It's got one loose knob on it and two that have been altered. That's it. It's perfect. You know, a clean, a wax, a little bit of messing around. We're talking an hour's work, and that's ready to go.
This bank of drawers was made in the mid-19th century. Constructed out of pine, and with its original paint intact, it could be worth around £1,000.
So what are you really asking? It's trade to trade now, so I can be tough on you.
You're going to make $1. 3.5.
3.5. You definitely got the drawer.
Yes, definitely got.
Has it got a back?
Yes, it's all complete.
It's got a back on it, yeah.
You don't find many old drawers now, do you, like you used to?
No, they're getting harder to find, aren't they?
Yeah.
Will 300 quid buy it? Considering we've got to get it, well, T's got to get out of here.
I've got to find somewhere to put the junk. That's worth 50 quid to put the junk somewhere.
Meet in the middle, 325.
Sold and away.
Sold and away. Thank you. I like that saying. It's very good.
And me.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. A little bit of backwards and forwarding. Buy it for £325. Again, brilliant. Now there's a lump of profit in that for me. Once I brought it to market, got it prepped, properly photographed, show it to the right people, that will go very quickly. So what's it?
Today has been a very good day, actually. I've come somewhere I really didn't expect to get that much.
Okay. And push.
Okay. And I've got things with fantastic profit left in them, which will sell well in any environment, and we are going to see a profit on the day. It was well worth coming.
I think we've done all right, yeah. I'd like to buy the whole lot off me, but...
Right then. Brian, thank you
Okay,
so much.
thank you, Drew.
Really enjoyed it. Excellent
Sold and
stuff.
away.
Sold and away.
Don't forget it.
I like
Sold
that
and
one.
away.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
It's been
thank you very much.
great.
Thank
Nice
you.
one. Cheers, Paul.
Thank you very
See
much.
ya. So what do you think?
Brian was great, wasn't he?
You're one of your lovely fella.
He was great, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's something about Midlanders, they're just really friendly, aren't they? I've not met a grumpy one yet. Purchase of the day, the banker drawers.
Really?
Anything I put on, and this isn't sexist,
Right.
with lots and lots of drawers and things, the ladies love them. They love them. I don't know. Just gone. Those urns, you know, they're good. They are just good.
What's a Grecian urn?
About a tenner.
Very little in this current economic climate.
Drew and T arrive back in Conwy to show off their haul to the tea.
Finn.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
How are we?
All right.
Hello. Good, it's me. Completely underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all right with the first couple.
Sure. Well, we've got these. We went to Brydale Antiques in the Midlands. We got...
Very interesting.
19th century. Terracotta. Scottish, low, Tarza-ish urn. On a wormigated base, I think it's called. Pair of 300 quid. What I like about them, they're perfect size for inside a house.
Yeah,
they are.
They're lovely.
Aren't they? But they're pretty handsome and the colour's great.
Colour's gorgeous.
Colour's super, isn't it? There you go.
Gorgeous.
Yeah? Happy?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do, so I think they can actually just go straight into the photography area.
Yeah, they're great shape.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you have one of those.
Very heavy.
I'll take those. There you go.
Straight into a
Straight in. The other bit we got is really quite good. There's a lump of profit left in this one, that's for sure.
Oh, pretty.
Original paint.
The paint's divine.
What do you think?
It's great.
Absolutely superb. You can't go wrong with banker drawers. People have to hide items in their house or their kitchen, their clutter. Pull out the drawer, throw it in, it's gone. So, really excited to see that. You're thrilled.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, guys, put your backs into it.
So you happy with all that, guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Right, let's go and sell it. Come on.
Okay.
Chop, chop.
The next day, the Rhino is ready for inspection.
Fantastic. It's come out particularly well, and Alex has done a superb job on that, actually. You'd never tell that wasn't been there from original. You really couldn't tell. You should lightly wax the body as well, which just looks great. I'm sure the next person who buys him actually will love him just as much as we do. Super looking. And now, complete.
There's one last thing that needs to be done. Photos for the website.